was Star Wars Day at Mizzou Arena as the Iowa State Cyclones came to battle, plus some throwback threads, a nod to the Block M Big 8 days where Missouri would face Iowa State every year. This season, it's part of the final year of the SEC Big 12 Challenge, and the Tigers would get hot shooting just like earlier in the week in Oxford. Demoy Hodge finds Kobe Brown for the triple. Mizzou led 8-2 to start the game. Later, it's defense to offense. Hodge gets the steal. Behind the back pass to Mo Diarra for the monster slam. Another sold-out crowd at Mizzou Arena. Kobe Brown was all over the glass today with 12 rebounds. Here he gets the board and his own putback. Right before the half, it'd be Shawnee's whipping it across the court to Hodge, who knocks down the three. He had 17 on the day. Tigers by 10 at half. That momentum would continue in the second. Isaiah Mosley with a jab and hits the triple, 55-37 lead. And then it's DeAndre Golston putting the Cyclones in the spin cycle. Up and under, Missouri cruises to a 78-61 upset. Dennis Gates talked about continuing tradition, while Demoy Hodge thinks they can play better. Thank you, Kara. And for fans here in Como, the team announced a watch party for the selection show at Mizzou Arena. Doors open at 4 p.m. Earlier in the show, we talked about the tragic loss of London White and how the Salisbury community has rallied around the Panther basketball team in his honor. Well, tonight they had a chance to win it all for him. Salisbury looking for their first state championship since 2013, facing Principia. This was a back-and-forth game. Ryan Binder gets the bounce for three, part of a 9-0 run. Salisbury up by 1 at the half. Second half now, Hayden Woolridge, surrounded by 4 Principia defenders, gets it to go. He had 13 points. Game was tied entering the fourth quarter, but Cooper Francis had something to say about that. This flush, part of a 9-0 run to start the quarter. He had 21 as Salisbury wins the Class II state championship 55-46. And for the second straight game, Salisbury scores 20 points in the fourth quarter, the number of London White. London's mom accepted his medal. What a moment.
Mizzou Athletics announced today that head volleyball coach Joshua Taylor will not be returning next season. As first reported by KCOU sports director Ben Arnett, Taylor is not retained after back-to-back last-place finishes in the SEC. The Tigers finished 9-19 this past fall with a 2-16 conference record. Taylor was named interim coach in July of 2019 and then became the full head coach in November of that year after leading Mizzou to the NCAA tournament. Taylor's all-time record at the helm finishes 52-61. In the release today, Taylor stated that he was grateful for the opportunity. Missouri and AD Desiree Reed-Francois will begin a national search for the program's next head coach.
I'm here in Tampa, Florida with Scott Glazer, Executive Director of the Gasparilla Bowl. Scott, how special is it for the Missouri Tigers to be playing in this game tonight?
I'll tell you what, they've been great all week. They came down, we've had a great week, doing some things in the community. They're excited about being on the field. A little bit cool for Tampa, but not quite as cold as it is back home. So we're looking for a great night on the field.
Missouri returns home now 8-0 with only one more tune-up game against Southeast Missouri State this Sunday before that highly anticipated matchup against KU. Live from Koch Arena in Wichita, Kansas, Chase Madison, KCOU 8 Sports. Now back to you, Ben. It had it all, coming down to the final play that ended in the end zone right behind me.
There will be some floats at this Friday's game, including this one from the E-Mystic crew. Eli Drinkwitz was not happy with the outcome today. However, after the game, he focused his mentions and his comments a little bit to the rest of the season and how the Tigers have to move on.
My message to our team and to everybody is, it's senior week. We got 2 games left to define what kind of season this is going to be for our seniors in this season. And we'll look back and be disappointed in this one, but the best thing we can do right now is look ahead.
Missouri has 2 games remaining, with both needing to be wins for Mizzou to become bowl eligible. The Tigers are back at home next week against New Mexico State at 6:30 p.m. Central. Live from Knoxville, Tennessee, Chase Madison, KCOU 8 Sports. The Missouri band and spirit teams have made it safely to Tampa and their hotel, but it wasn't an easy feat. The Columbia Missourian reported this afternoon that their plane sat at the tarmac at Columbia Airport for an hour to defrost, and then that caused them to miss the Gasparilla block party they were supposed to be out this afternoon, and KCOU 8 confirmed that with the bowl that it was those weather and travel delays. Now, the block party still commenced with Wake Forest and their cheer and their band teams that performed for the fans in attendance, plus some of the players and head coach came out to actually greet the fans. Now, Missouri players or coaches were also not in attendance in this block party, a letdown to Missouri fans, but the band member I spoke with says they are just glad they made it. Reporting live from Tampa, Florida, Chase Madison, KCOU 8 News.
Mexico real close to competing for a state title a year ago, and they think they've got the returners to maybe make it happen this year.
Yeah, an impressive state semifinal appearance for the Bulldogs. But this year they have a little bit something else on their mind, a sweet conference title. And that chase starts with two Bulldog seniors, Nantz and Grubb. Star running back Anthony "Ant" Shivers and stud linebacker Morgan Grubb were key parts of an impressive Mexico team last season. Now seniors, Coach Steve Haig is ready for these leaders to improve.
Expectations. The team has a lot of expectations on it to try to get back to where we were last year and hopefully exceed what we did last year.
Grubb, the All-State linebacker, defines the 2022 Bulldog mentality.
Like I said earlier, we play fast, we play physical.
Speed starts with Ant.
We give it to Morgan, we're like a Mustang, and we give it to Anthony, more like a Ferrari.
And that kind of allows my teammates to do other things as well, since, sometimes they'll focus on me.
Ant's 1,100 rushing yards last year and Grubb's stout defense have turned heads in mid-Mo.
Now people know when Mexico gets off the bus, and they're going to give us their best shot, and we've got to be ready for that.
For Morgan Grubb, there's an extra push on and off the field. That comes from defensive coordinator Kenny Grubb.
Yeah, he's my dad, yeah. But it's kind of being there, knowing, if you screw up really big, that, you also might get talked to at home,
Mexico is back with the conference title on their minds.
And I think we have the team to do that. We just got to go out and execute it.
Ant and Grubb will lead that charge.
Food trucks, face painting, a light show, and live action from both Missouri basketball teams sounds like fun on its own. Now, what if I was to tell you this all went down in front of the columns on Mizzou's quad? That's right, this KCOU drone video shows a glimpse of the preparation and setup for the event as they built a basketball court outside. And when the sun went down, the madness began.
I heard about this and it didn't even sound real, something like the Field of Dreams, so I had to come check it out.
Something like the Field of Dreams. That was how Mizzou senior and basketball fan Nolan Mount described the idea of putting a basketball court in front of the iconic Mizzou columns. Nolan's friend Nathan Fox made Mizzou Madness a priority on his Friday night.
I just see it for myself, and it looks really nice. So.
Once the event began, fans were introduced to both basketball teams along with new men's basketball coach Dennis Gates. Gates is ready for his first season at the helm, but recognizes all the coaches who came before him.
All those guys, I stand on their shoulders, and I'm very thankful to walk the same sidelines, but also to have on my chest the logo of our Tigers.
One of those former coaches made a surprise appearance as a judge during the kid dunk contest.
Whenever you have a guy like Norm Stewart come out like he did tonight, him and his wife, it says something.
Gates connected with Mizzou's greatest basketball coach and has aspirations to meet Norm's success with his Tigers.
Support building this tradition back to where we knew that Norm had it.
The women's team returned coach Robin Pinchton, and even she was blown away with Mizzou Madness.
I've been here for over 12 years, and I've never had a chance to experience something quite as special as this tonight.
Talented transfer and Rockbridge alum Isaiah Mosley thought it was a warm welcome.
Man, it's amazing. It's amazing how many people came out to support us.
The rest of the night consisted of a three-point contest, shooting drills, and even a friendly dance-off. For Mizzou fans who have experienced every emotion following the Tigers, Mizzou Madness was a happy one.
Obviously, there's some difficulties that go along with that, but when we do cool things like this, it definitely makes being a Mizzou fan worthwhile.
Noah Carter wins the tip to Nick Honor. Honor dribbling up the left side, passes it to Kobe Brown at the top of the key. Back to Honor. Honor, top of the key. Dribbling, passes to Noah Carter. Carter looking with the ball, finds Honor across court. Underneath to Kobe Brown. Kobe Brown double teamed, back out to Honor, deep three. It is off the mark, and then rebound goes to Julius Marble for the Texas A&M Aggies, and they take over.
Marble averaging 4.2 rebounds per game. Texas A&M, a very good rebounding team. Marble gets up and grabs that one.
Wade Taylor now one-on-one against Nick Honor all the way at the logo, looking for somebody, picks up his dribble, gives it to Henry Coleman, give and go right back to Wade Taylor. Taylor now gives it to Coleman, dribbling inside, passes it over to Marble. Marble, mid-range jumper, air ball, rebounded and put back up and in by Dexter Dennis. Dennis the menace on the glass there, and here come the Tigers. Golston finds Carter in the corner. They're moving fast back out to Golston. Same spot he hit a tough three against Tennessee. Golston now driving, steps through, puts a floater up, and does not get the bounce. Dennis the rebound, and here come the Aggies. Taylor dribbling inside, passes it to the corner to Tyrese Radford, takes the shot, and hits it. It is a 5-0 run. Harrison, you were mentioning before this game, Mizzou either starts out hot or allows points early.
It feels like every game they're either up 9-2 or down 9-2. This is a situation already down 5-0. That offense needs to settle in and find Kobe Brown, make some plays.
Yeah, Carter now dribbling inside, taking it himself, spins, pivots, kicks it out to Honor. Honor finds Demoy Hodge in the corner. Hodge, step back, triple, misses it short, and the rebound goes to Dexter Dennis. That's 2 rebounds for him already, and 3 rebounds, I should say, and he's moving up the floor now with the ball. Ball goes inside to Marble. Marble cross court to Tyrese Radford. Puts his foot in the ground and then shoots it and misses. Kobe Brown the rebound. Good box out there on Coleman.
Yeah, Missouri has to not let Texas A&M get offensive rebounds. One of the best in the country.
Carter, quick triple in transition. That's no good. Quick possessions here for the Mizzou Tigers early on.
Yeah, a lot of three-pointers also. It's what we see a lot of from this team doing.
Wade Taylor pulls up in the same fashion. Rebound goes to Marble. A little bit of confusion there with Carter and Honor on the board. Now back out reset to Taylor at the top of the key. The arena's getting loud now. 5-0, 17:41 left. The ball swings all the way around the court to Dennis. Dennis looking inside for Marble. Pushes off of Carter. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay here. Kobe Brown was smart to help out there.
The Tigers have to be able to crash the glass. Texas A&M, one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the country, 9th in efficiency, and that's twice they've already had possessions extended from an offensive rebound.
Yeah, looking inside. Tries to get in. It's knocked away by Demoy Hodge, and Carter picks up the steal. Golston now in the front court, running fast. Kicks it over to Hodge, back to Honor. Honor in the corner, looking for somebody. Back to Hodge. Hodge kicks it to Golston, top of the key, looking for a reset here, looking for a screen. Kicks it over to Kobe Brown on the right wing. Dribbles inside. Floater, looks like he had contact. He does get the call. He'll go to the line, but the shot does not fall.
Yeah, good job from Brown to drive baseline with the right hand. Able to get a floater up, get fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line, take a couple shots.
Yeah, free throws going to be important for the Missouri Tigers here. Against Tennessee, it was their kryptonite for Santiago Vescovi. He was someone that had missed shots in back-to-back games. So you can see how important they are, even if this is just, we're at the 17-minute mark. These free throws aren't as crucial.
He's a 78.6% free throw shooter, 77 of 98 on the year. So he's pretty reliable at the line.
Brown, that is. Misses the first one right on cue, Harrison. There.
Well, this next free throw will be his 100th attempt of the season, so we'll get a pretty even percentage, make or miss.
Yeah, won't have to do much math there. Golston looking for the first. Sorry, Brown looking for the first Tiger point. Puts it in off the nice friendly bounce. Aggies looking to push it fast. Coleman can't find anyone to get into. Looked like a 5-second call there, and it is. The arena loves it. Henry Coleman III was running the baseline, which you can do off of a second-made free throw, and then could not find anyone there for. It was at least 5 seconds.
Texas A&M wasn't ready for the press out of the free throw. Missouri lined up in it. A&M wasn't really prepped, and the 5-second violation comes out of it. Yeah. Great defense from Carter, I think, guarding the inbound.
Carter guarding the inbound. Honor on Taylor there, and they had no one to go to. Didn't even have another person looking for the ball. Now Mizzou trying to get in it underneath to Kobe Brown. Kobe Brown finds Noah Carter. He goes right at Coleman. No call. Misses it. Gets his own rebound and finishes inside.
We are back for week 2 of Mizzou football and previewing this week's game versus Kansas State. Do we think this is a domino effect to any other players, or is the bowl game kind of reassuring to keep some of those players out in the portal?
I think you look at this, like I think Gabe DeArmond put this like perfect, is that every player is like an NFL free agent. Yeah, everyone's on a 1-year deal and they can go wherever they want, just depending on where the opportunity is, where they could make money, because NIL is, it can drive you anywhere in the country.
That's going to do it for our Tiger Kickoff preview as we preview Missouri's matchup on the road at Florida. We'll be back next week with one episode in the bye week to talk about the future of the season, and then also just to recap what happens and all goes down on Saturday. The Tiger Kickoff Show is brought to you by the Columbia, Missouri.